Bro, we're live.
We're
Episode
live.
two. Episode two, man.
Yeah.
We
How are
made
you
it
doing?
back.
Yeah. So we keep doing this podcast, right?
We got to keep showing up to it, man. That's it. How you doing,
How are
man?
you doing today? Yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Yourself?
good. Yeah, I'm good. It's a little busy here today. Got some recording going on as always. Just another project, man. What are you up to?
I don't know the project. I paint a wall.
The one behind
painted
you? It's black?
No, I did one at my house, my apartment. Terracotta. Do you know that color?
Terracotta. It's like
Terracotta.
orange, right?
Not orange. It's earth tone with a bit of earth tone with a bit of red and orange. It's kind of cool. It's really warm. So that's
it's like the
was
pots,
my
right?
project.
Terracotta pot.
Exactly.
It's like what you put,
Pot,
there you
clay
go.
pot, and
That's right. Cool, man.
yeah. We like pot because we like when the ding. No pot smoking, but pot the clay.
Yes.
When your shoulder sound like clay
ceramic.
on your handpan.
That's it.
Ceramic sound.
That's right.
Oh, this ding, ceramic.
That's it. But
Yeah,
bro,
that was pretty much it. Painting a wall.
it's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
Excited.
But bro, speaking of handpans, we have kind of like one of the greatest, I think, of all time today.
Yeah, I think we caught a good one. A great
dude.
one.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody who might not, we're gonna give him a proper intro when he's on, and hopefully make him a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I mean, this guy has done all of that's Alexandre Lora. He's done, I mean, every festival there is to do. He's a Grammy nominated guy. Like, he's got a class on Master the Handpan.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool to speak with him, talk with him.
Yeah. I'm excited,
Let's
bro. I
do
want to
it.
ask him about the
Yeah, me too.
because he's the only one that I've ever heard do like the Brazilian rhythms on
Yeah, he's
like handpan
crazy
stuff. Yeah,
But
like the
he
incorporation.
knows what he's doing. He's pretty good at it.
Dude, the guy practices like 6 hours a day sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I feel so lazy when
It makes me feel lazy every time we talk.
next to him. Yeah, next to this kind of guys.
That's it. But I'm ready if you are, man. You want to bring him on?
Yeah,
Let's
just
do it.
Bring it. Bring
That's
him.
it. All right, here we go. Alex Lora, Handpan Show, episode 2. Dave,
Dan,
we got some star power in the house today.
I
got some
cannot
star
believe
power.
it.
So we're gonna introduce it. He doesn't need an introduction, but we're gonna give him one anyway. And I'm a little concerned for the health of my eyes. I'm just gonna read this guy's. I don't want to be blinded by the celebrity that we have in front of us.
Yeah, if you have to introduce this guy, we need sunglasses.
This guy has been a headliner at festivals. Maybe you've seen him. Griazdi, 2016, 17, 18, 19, and now 2023. The Pantam Summer School, World Music Festival in Austria, French Handpan Festival, Pan Tribe Summer Camp, Wild Naya Festival, Hug Handpan Festival, multiple tours across Europe and the USA. The guy's got 3 solo records starting in 2017, 2022, and his latest one, Solstice, that just came out. He has maybe the best handpan duo album I've ever heard with his brother Douglas, Manos Laura. He's got a master class with Master the Handpan, and he was nominated, Dave, for a little thing called the GRAMMY Award. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Alex Lora.
Please.
Thank you, buddy. Dude, thanks for sitting down with us, man.
Welcome to the Head Show.
Welcome.
Woo! Thank you so much, guys. Come on, what a beautiful introduction.
We were talking yesterday. We were like, dude, this guy has done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, man.
Thanks
How you
for your
doing?
time. We know, especially, it's kind of late for you. What time it is, guys? We are at 3 different spots in the world. It is 4 p.m. for me.
Right here, it's 12:10. It's noon.
Dude. 10 a.m. here. We're all chipper right now. We're in the middle of our days.
You live in the future, Alex. That's what I thought when I was young. I thought, like, are the people in the future when they...
Can they tell us what it's like?
Yeah.
No, actually, it's the opposite. You guys are living first, right?
Oh,
You.
No.
In Europe,
Yeah,
the
it's 4
time
o'clock.
First there.
I still don't get
Yeah.
it. I'm
There's no math quiz at the end of the show. Don't sweat it.
in Back to the Future, the movie, he could go in the future and then play back on the lotto or whatever horses game.
Yeah.
And I thought time zone and all these things was this thing. Anyway, I thought we could ask Alex to give us the number of the horses. And yeah, never mind.
That's it. Make us some money. But Alex, bro, how are you, man? What are you working on? What's everything? What's new?
So everything is good. Then I'm here in my hometown, in my home studio in Atibaia, São Paulo. I just came back from the coast of Brazil, where I was playing in the summer season with my Brazilian group Caravana. So I was playing a lot of pandeiro for 2 weeks, and then I came back. So I'm like putting all the things in order again to start the year. But for this week, I was basically working, like recording some percussions for the new EP, which is coming this year.
Nice, man.
Oh,
it's
so
exciting.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, all kidding aside, I know we rattled off all of your accomplishments or some of them, but you have been around for a long time in this instrument, and you actually studied percussion like at college. Like you know what you're doing. What was your upbringing with music, and how did you get to the handpan?
Yeah, so basically my first instrument was the drum kit, right? So when I was 9 years old, my father gave me a drum set. So I was basically playing with my brother, which was already playing guitar, electric and acoustic. So we had a band, and then since I go to the university, I was playing like with my brother, like playing some different styles. So we came across many different types of music for playing, right? Then on the 18 years, I got to the university, drum kit. So 4 years of practicing. After that, I did 3 years of classical percussion in a conservatory, marimba, vibes, and snare, this kind of instruments. And then I came across the Brazilian tambourine for like more 6 years, let's say like this, like focusing on it.
Yeah.
Then
nice.
the handpan, the first time I touched the instrument in my front, it was in 2013. So actually this year now I'm celebrating 10 years of
10 years.
That's
Hey,
it,
happy
buddy. Congratulations.
Yes, I was thinking about this. It's something important to mention because it was like an amazing journey since the beginning.
Yeah.
When we see it's already 10 years. So yeah, so this is like the big picture of the thing. So I got to drum kit, a little bit of percussion, classical, and then pandeiro. And then handpan, since I had the chance to touch a handpan, so it became my main instrument and my
What was the instrument you touched back then?
The first one, it was an harmonic art sculpture from Colombia, the first trend. And then the scale, it was an F sharp kind of. It was a B locril with ding on F sharp. So it calls Mystic C, the scale.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and as somebody who went through, like, it's kind of a weird thing now when you look at like professional musicians now, it's like when we're kind of doing it and touring, like, do you think like when you studied music at school, like now that you're 10 years into playing like handpan professionally and all these other instruments, do you think like music college for you, was it worth it? Like, would you do it the same way if you had to do it
because
again?
we hear a lot of people saying I don't need to study, or you know, we spoke already about it one day on Instagram, but it could be nice to hear you on that again.
Yeah. So look, guys, I in my experience, it was amazing. Actually, it was a really big change of game, because I remember I was playing, of course, by intuition, right, as young. So, and then to get into the university, I should learn some snare solo. So I was trying to push myself to learn rhythmic scores and to have the minimum to apply for the course. And then I learned so much inside the university that was something that it was amazing. I don't see how this cannot add something to your experience or to your grown path.
That's nice, man, because you hear some of the other way where it's like, oh, it's 4 years, I didn't learn anything. You're like, wow, that's
So
we
I-
hear that too. Yeah, true. This is why some people are saying it doesn't work. It, or
so that's great that you had like a good experience with it, man. That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
coming from that formal education background, how did you process learning the handpan? I mean, how it is like when you've been studying it, you've been studying percussion, then you get the handpan. How do you learn? Do you just transfer some rhythms, techniques? How did it go for you?
Yeah, so David, first of all, when I got the instrument, I was playing kind of in a good amount outside during the night in places. So I remember that the handpan, it was only for me to compose my things. This was the main need that came with starting. It was a need to compose, right? So I was doing the first album, for instance, the Oriente, which is from 2015. It was like a very fresh. I was playing handpan for 2 years, and I was not that much going to the technical matters because I didn't know, I was just watching videos in the YouTube. So the first 3 years of the handpan, it was like without any commitment. I was just going there, composing, and then playing a little bit. And this slowly, it became like having more space in my time.
But were you like exploring this instrument, like, okay, I'm gonna bring what I know and try on that surface that you shape, or were you like, nah, it should have its own way of playing and I'm gonna develop some stuff?
No, so this is what there was some phases, right? This first one,
phase is just
like the harmonic and melodic. So I was not
melodic
concerned about technical because I didn't know the path, right? So I didn't know how to touch the instrument.
Phase one, yeah.
So then
phase two was like starting working on some proper techniques, right?
No, actually, I when I got the chance to go to Europe and see the real, like the big cats playing live, I got some first way to start the journey, So it was a really big meaning, like before and after.
Who were some of those people in Europe that you saw, like the big cats? Who were some of the big cats in your early days?
I remember on this GRAMMY 2016, there was a workshop of Nadishana, Adrian Portilla, and then we met Kabe, we met Cookerman, we met, there was a lot of players in this festival, so I met pretty much everybody.
Excellent.
That I was looking through YouTube.
Yeah, big names.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. But so you are like, one of the things that I like most about your music is like the incorporation of like the Brazilian rhythm, samba and bossa nova and all these kind of things. You are from like the home of samba and bossa nova music. How do you incorporate these rhythms? Like what is your process like to take established rhythms that everybody might know and put them on handpan songs that you write?
Yeah, so I took a while, I think, to start for real this practicing this research of bringing the Brazilian rhythms, because I was aware that first of all I was like feeling like to be comfortable, understand the instrument, and then when I started it was very natural. So I believe the respecting the time of things, it's also beautiful and important, like to make things like really goes right, And then I just like, it's basically like this. I know about the rhythm, so I know which elements they must be there, like to reproduce the rhythm and combine then, which was like the technical and the practicing part, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, man, I think it was a like something that it was natural there for me to do as well as some other Brazilian players. They are like exploring the Brazilian rhythms already, which make me very happy, you know, because this is something our contribution in our music. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it's so unique too, man. It's so unique too, because like no one else even now in like, I mean, you're 10 years into this, like I haven't heard anybody do like the sort of incorporation you have from like really traditional, like especially samba, like those rhythms on handpan stuff. You're the only one. It's so that I've heard anyway. I think that's so cool.
Unique.
You know, it's super unique.
No, thank you guys. Yeah, it's I think it's like I don't know, man. It's something that we do. Like I'm very proud of contribute for this to start to be as well like a possibility for the handpan, right? Because there is so many people exploring in different ways, right? And this is the beauty of the instrument. You can go.
Can we step back a little bit and have like a nerd out moment here? For someone who never listened to Brazilian music, can you tell us what are some of the main concepts of this kind of music? Like we heard samba or bossa nova. For people, it might be like how is it like? Can you show us or tell us or play?
Play, you mean?
What are the main concepts? Maybe the concepts of this genre, like samba, bossa nova.
All right. So let's see.
Put them on the spot, man.
True.
So the basic like structure of this samba and bossa nova rhythms, let's say only samba, right? It's a binary rhythm where the second time it's the strong time. I mean, so the surdo goes like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Okay.
And this is a simple surdo groove, right? So if I add
surdo mean groove.
Surdo is like the big drum which the very low sound for the samba.
Okay.
So if we increase a little bit the pattern, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So having this like as a base, it's already like bringing the balance of the samba.
Yeah, you can already like even just that one thing. You can already kind of feel,
you can dance.
Like
you can already feel
it's coming.
Yeah, and then I bring like some phrase on the top of it. Let's say like the tambourine phrase.
Oh la la.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah. I'm sure it's kind of hard to play, but it looks, or maybe it is simple, and already just with that we want to dance, or like it's impossible not to move or to have your head.
Yeah, that it's very cool. It's like a good swing, right? It's very simple. Yeah, it is. But in the simplicity, there is also the complexity of how to interpret the thing, you know? But it's basically this kind of little details, and Brazilian rhythms, they are pretty much binary or 4/4. So there is no big, like complicated time signatures, for instance. It's much more about the combination between the elements and then swing of interpreting.
So if somebody like thinking still the people who have never listened to any of that style of music, if you had to give like 3 artists for people to listen to, non-handpan, just in your opinion, the best Brazilian artists to listen to, who are they?
So let's say choro music, which is even before the samba, right? Which is something that follow the same more or less rhythmic structure. I would say Jacó do Bandolim.
We'll put the names.
Huh?
Yeah, we will insert these names so that people can check out these people.
Ok, Jacó do Bandolim, Época de Ouro e
Época de
Pixinguinha.
Uru, for sure. No, I'm kidding.
I
Okay,
think it
wow,
would
I'm
be.
gonna write these
I
names.
think it would be a fun game to like try to have people spell those names. Like
Yeah, can you spell as Uru?
you have to
And-
type it to us later.
Yeah, very quick. And then samba, I would say Cartola, Nelson Cavaquinho e Zeca Pagodinho. Okay?
Right.
Wow.
We'll have
Okay,
to,
we
we'll
give
have to
10,000
replay
bucks
this.
to
Yeah.
someone who can spell it
Yeah.
as you pronounce it.
We can write later.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot. Because
Yeah,
we,
dude.
we want to hear. So these guys are like old-fashioned musician of traditional Brazilian
Yeah.
music, right?
Yeah, the one of them from the samba singing, they are kind of modern, but they still
Okay.
keep tradition. So it's
Yeah.
Excellent.
following
Thanks.
the
That's
roots.
awesome, man. But
Yeah.
shifting back to you a little bit, so you just released Solstice last year,
Right.
right? Yeah. What was that like, man? What was the writing process? Was it like in the studio and we'll see what happens, or were you writing for the last 2 years?
All right. So look, this album, it was recorded in December 2021 of 2 years ago. So it was exactly in the solstice day. That's why the title, it turns to like this. And it was a great experience. So I planned everything. I was like with 5 tracks under the finger, like as much as I could.
Yeah.
Let's say like this, preparing for getting to the studio and play 3
Okay.
takes and choose some of them, like basically like this. So we did in one day, all the tracks, 3 takes, each of them.
Man.
And I recorded
Wow.
with Fabio Stomato in
Yeah.
a studio in São Paulo, Jacarandá studio. So it was great working with them. And I'm
Nice.
super happy about the sound. And yeah.
Is that pretty regular for you though? Like you don't really, there's not on your albums, obviously the compositions are like top shelf, but like is there any sort of like studio improv, or when you go in, are you
Yeah.
like
What is the
part A,
percentage
part-
of studio
yeah.
improv?
The studio what?
like improvisation?
Actually,
Like you come in the studio with already like 100% of your
Yeah.
songs. Do you finish them in the studio or?
No. Actually, what I record, it's pre-established. So I
Yeah.
play.
Boom. You just do 3 takes and you choose the best
Yeah,
one,
that's
or you
it.
kind of combine them.
Exactly. If there is
Wow.
two
Nice.
different parts which
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
you know, like
Little,
take the
studio,
best
little
of each.
studio magic. Little studio magic.
Yeah, studio magic.
but basically it's like this, and I'm not the kind of guy who improvise much, right? So in the recordings, let's say like this. So I go play the thing
Yeah.
as I have been working, and then
Yeah, songs have been maturing, and then you go in the
Yeah.
studio just to capture them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very nice. It's a very nice practicing. To be honest, I think I enjoy very much, even though it's very exhausting. Like to play, let's say 5 tracks for 1 month every
Yeah.
day, basically,
Yeah.
or twice or 3 times a day. But yeah, I think it's very reasonable to expend this amount of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But
you play some. Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, good.
Dan.
I was gonna
Well,
say
okay.
I was gonna ask the same question.
So you know what are the questions I'm gonna ask?
I got them right next to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, talking about Yishama handpans, you have a bunch of them. We know you play these great instruments. Which scales were featured on Solstice? Was it with some Yishamas, or what was the handpan on Solstice, and which scales?
In Solstice, I recorded the G2 minor, right?
Mm-hmm.
The C Aegean, 20, F pygmy, F3 low pygmy, 20, and then the A2 Hijaz as well. And yeah, I think it was this set. Yeah, then there is.
That's already.
It's a lot. It's a lot of notes.
It's a lot of notes, yeah. And then there is
A lot of notes.
There is
A
two
lot of money.
instruments more: an F sharp Roman Hijaz and a E flat for La Sirena.
Cool. Nice.
Oh,
man.
interesting.
So which like the album is great, Solstice. It's fantastic. But like which what songs are you like the most proud of? Like which took you like I'm gonna push myself to get this song really, really great? Like which ones to you are the best?
Yeah, so I like very much the Eclipse one, you know?
Yeah.
Which
There's a video for that one, right? You did a studio video?
there is a studio video and there is a clip as well. So we are
the one you are outside, right? Outside next to stone building.
No, actually there is a
That's not
new
that
one.
one?
There is a new one coming, which is gonna be released soon, and there is the studio version for all of them. Yeah. So let's say I like pretty much all the pieces. Actually, I enjoy the Dragonfly
Pretty
very
much. Pretty much
I'm
all.
glad to hear that.
So all of them, they kind of made me push myself to.
Which one was the toughest one to compose or to finish?
I think to record it was, even though it was 1 or 2 takes, it was Dragonfly because there is a lot of small little touches in the nail rolls. So it's very easy to
mess up.
Yeah.
So what was it like too? I know you mentioned that you recorded with Fabio Stomato, who is, you know, if people don't know who he is, he's also a handpan player. What was it like for you to be in the studio with somebody who actually knew like what's supposed to sound like, you know, like a lot of times when you play handpan for people like studio engineers or producers, they're like, what do I do with this? You know, like this is, I've never recorded this before. So for you, like, what was it like to be with somebody in the studio who already knew what you were doing?
Yeah, so first of all, Fabio, it's a great player, and we did the recordings of the Brazilian rhythms for handpan as well before. So go to the studio with him, it was like a dream coming true. I was like 100% sure that
he knows what he's doing
in the way that I was trying in the previous album, and you know, so it's a different thing. So it's much easier to work with a professional that knows about the handpan sound, right?
Yeah, definitely. And then I mean, sticking with your music for a bit, I was joking about it earlier, but I meant it, that the album that you have with your brother, your Manos Laura, that's like one of my favorite albums, handpan albums. Like, Dave, you've heard this one? You've heard the whole thing?
Yeah, it's a very good one. Honestly, it brings the handpan to another dimension.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So what's it like for you? Like the difference, you know, solo stuff versus, you know, writing with your brother and kind of making that project. What's that like for you?
Yeah, so this album, we are very proud of it as well. So it was a lot of joy, a lot of fun to make this material happening, right? Because me and my brother, we play together since the beginning, but we never actually had a project, just the two of us. So the handpan brought us kind of more possibilities of organizing this. And then, of course, like bringing some of my compositions to his hands, it's like opening a whole universe of possibilities. So
what's the process like? You phone your brother, you say, hey, come, I have an idea, or do you ask him to send you some tracks and you play over the top of it, or how is it like to compose with him?
Yeah, actually, when we are together, right? Because right now we are living apart. So back then we had like opportunity like to share the same house, which sometimes happening. It's still happening, right? And then we had the chance to play more. But for the album, of course, we had this chance to go to Porto Alegre, which is in the south of Brazil, to record. Then we worked a lot to prepare all the compositions, and basically work like this. I bring some idea, I show him, and then we do all the magical. on like integrating the part that I have, and he shows his compositions, and then I work on the handpan to try to catch at least one line of melody or some harmony going in the back, this kind of things.
And is it like the same when you guys get in the studio? Do you just play together live, one take, or does he record, then you record, and you?
Yeah, we did the live. Yeah, we did basically following the same like structure with playing three
machine.
That's crazy, man. Because if you listen to the parts in that album, man, I mean, it's you guys are in sync, like to the millisecond. Like it's kind of insane that you did that live.
No, man, I'm glad to hear.
As if you were brothers.
Yeah, right. But it was good.
We played together since the beginning.
That's the chemistry of being brothers.
Yeah. It was kind of funny, man. I was just a couple months ago now, I was in Florida with Josh Rivera from Veritas. You know Josh, obviously. And we were just talking about, music and wanting to learn more stuff. And he was like, oh, man, I really want to learn how to play flamenco guitar, like any sort of like finger style guitar and stuff. Yeah. And he was like, I think it would sound really cool with handpan. And I was like, oh, yeah, like the Manos Laura album. And he was like, what are you talking about? He had no idea it existed. And, dude, we had like an hour and a half long drive, and I was like, "Give me your phone right now."
Yeah, exactly.
We pulled it right up on Spotify, and like we're talking in the car, and like every 30 seconds, it's like, "No, listen to this part, Shh.
Yeah. So good.
But yeah, man. So what's next for you? The Solstice came out 2022. Is there new music in the works? What's going on?
Festivals.
Yeah, so guys. Yeah, last year I did an adventure again with Fabio. We did like 2 days of recording a lot of things. So what is coming next is, first of all, an EP of Brazilian music for handpan. It's something which is solo and with some little percussions that I was working this week on the recordings. And then there is still a full album to come out a little bit later on, but in the same year.
Cool, man. You're going to record everything with Fabio again?
Yeah, I did. It's done. Yeah, so we did.
It's done. Okay.
Wow. Yeah,
you did this 2 days.
Year, like in December, if I'm not wrong, beginning of December, we did like 16 tracks in like the two.
So now you're totally free just to release that, do some festivals, playing, and are you going to do some? Are you coming in Europe this summer?
Yes, I'm going to Europe. Yeah, actually, there is a lot of things going on here. We are like trying to put some pieces together to organize an event here of handpan. So we are working on this as well. And of course, Europe, what I'm doing, it's so far not 100% sure, but starting in Swiss festival and then going to Blaspan festival. And then we go to Granada to perform in a guitar society, me and my brother, and then we're gonna play at Griasdi. Yeah,
nice.
That's awesome, man.
Excellent. Switzerland, Italy. Blaspan it's the Italian maker, right? Yeah. I bet his festival is in Italy. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Damn.
Yeah,
I've never played his instrument. I've never played the Blaspan.
Right.
I heard they're good.
Yeah, I played a few. I think it's I don't know if it's the same festival, but it's like in the center of Italy, right? It's like in the mountains in Italy.
No, mountain. Sorry,
I'm not sure, guys. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you just say yes and show up.
Shame on us.
No, because we didn't like. I'm not organizing the things about where it is exactly and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun because Italy, it's a big center, right? There is a lot of players and makers.
That's it, man. Yeah, there's a really cool scene there for handpan music. But hey, man, speaking of handpan music and recording and practice and all that, you are one of the guys that whenever I talk to you, I feel like I need to do something. Like you like
I need to work.
Yeah, I need to practice. Like, because you were telling me at a point, I think it was we were on FaceTime over the pandemic, like when the lockdown, and you were saying you were practicing for 6 to 7 hours a day. Like,
Right, yeah, but come on, man.
That's insane to me. That's
this
so
was
much.
back then.
I mean, I guess that's true. We're all like forced inside, but you know, for people who listen to your stuff, it's very precise. It's very everything.
Yeah.
Like the hits are exact. What is your practice routine like? What does a day for you look like?
Look, guys, actually, I'm like dealing in a different way with this nowadays in the age that I am right now. Sometimes I just let it go if I can't play that much handpan. Like, for example,
Yeah.
like playing pandero for 2 weeks there. So I brought the handpan, but I was not practicing, of course. I was like, like focusing on a different thing. So I spent like 2 weeks with the instrument there without playing much, you know, and then I come back. But now I'm trying to keep the same little bit of day, like 2-3 hours of playing at minimum, right?
I saw on Instagram that you were also a bit busy. Not really practicing handpan.
Yeah, you took a little
Right,
vacation.
yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah, we need to
Not
take
alone.
care of everything, right?
That's it, man.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, when you were practicing 6 hours a day, that for me is like impossible. Maybe I could eat for 6 hours a day. I'm a French guy, you know, we stay at a table for hours, but now that's a lot. And we see the result, and it's really encouraging. As you said, Dan, after this kind of discussion, where you want to play, you want to practice, you want to finish something, a song, and
oh man, especially during the pandemic when we were talking, man, it was like because I did that handpan chop shop thing over the pandemic. It was like a bunch of the players. You guys were both on them, and I remember talking to Alex. I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm gonna practice in like another couple of days. I'm gonna record my part, and he goes, oh, I'm done already. It's finished. Here's my file. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I need to. I gotta
While
stop
you are
being so lazy.
scrolling-
Yeah.
You know, while some are scrolling for 6 hours a day on, you know, social media.
Yeah.
Alex, excellent, inspiring.
Yeah, this was like some moments, right, that we have of more time to dedicate, right? Not right now, to be honest, I'm not like reaching to practice like 5 hours, but of course, if I have time and I have energy for this, it's always there, right? Something that we can put our hands any time of day. Doesn't matter if it's half an hour or 1 hour, right?
The Handpan Show is brought to you by Master the Handpan, the world's largest online handpan educational platform. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced player, or want to learn from one of your favorite players, Master the Handpan has everything you need to improve your skills and have fun. Feeling lost while searching for your first handpan? Master the Handpan has you covered with our one-stop marketplace, connecting you with reputable makers to find your perfect instrument. Join our thriving community of over 15,000 handpan players and share your passion with like-minded handpan enthusiasts. Master the Handpan. Learn fast, have fun.
All right, bro. So the last thing we like to do here on the show is 10 rapid fire questions for you. They're not handpan related. So if you
Only
play
a
our little
few
game,
words.
yeah,
Only a few words, maybe 1 or 2 sentences if it's worth it.
Yeah,
but
if a story comes up, you tell it.
Let it go.
Yeah, tell it.
Otherwise, few words.
That's it. So Dave, you want to do like one and the other? I'll ask you one, you ask the other.
Okay,
all right, bro.
I start. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. What was the first album you ever owned?
The first album.
First album.
A Raul Seixas, Panela do Diabo.
What's up?
Bless you. We'll write it down.
Wait, can you just say it? So who's the artist and what's the album?
A Raul Seixas.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
And the album is?
It's Panela do Diabo.
Panela do Diablo.
Yeah. David, don't
usually.
you have that one on vinyl? I think, don't you? That's you have that one.
Yeah, right here.
All right, bro. What is your dream collaboration?
My dream collaboration, it's to like perform with Anushka Shankar.
Oh,
That's a good
excellent.
one. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this one, I should ask it softly. What is that artist you listen to secretly because you're almost ashamed of, like, or just that artist people would be surprised to know that you are listening to?
A part of the scene.
No.
World music, whatever. What is that artist you listen to, but secretly because you feel a bit ashamed, but still you like it?
No, I don't.
like
I don't feel ashamed of nothing.
any Britney Spears, any
I mean, Colin Folk said Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
That's it.
No, I'm
That's it.
sorry.
Don't
I'm
judge.
not ashamed of everything that I hear. In
Wow.
the
That's a very diplomatic answer. That's a very
Yeah, I thought you would say some Brazilian pop, like
yeah.
yeah.
Another
Anyway.
person for us to have to look up.
Yeah,
So
sorry,
you want
I
me to
didn't
say
get
a
any
Brazilian
names.
person, I can say some. What?
Do you listen to any like pop music? Any
Look,
radio stuff?
I'm
No?
listening to pop music when someone it's like putting some pop music because normally
Okay, my error.
Yeah.
I listening more to handpan and world music. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
Yeah.
by mistake. Yeah.
Yep. All right, bro. What is the story of your first kiss?
wow, man. This is been so long ago. Like kissing a friend, like in
Just
front
like
of the
this.
house, like with the feeling of doing something wrong, but it was something
There was no like. Did it go well? Did it go bad? Nothing happened.
It goes well. Yeah,
Usually that's not the case.
Well, usually you're like, sorry, that's my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. You got braces on and all this.
yeah.
What is your most embarrassing moment on stage?
Most embarrassing moment on the stage. Well, actually, there was one time that I was performing the Brazilian zabumba, which is an instrument, and I was so in a need to go pee, and the concert, it was a disaster, and I could not hold, and for a moment, I just, like between one and two pieces, I left the stage. This was like in a party situation, music for dancing, but this was something that it was terrible because it's not fun.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
No.
No Christmas
If
song?
I would say, no, I have one. So this is Christmas. Da, 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 da. My mom used to listening to this a lot, especially in the Christmas. So there is a version of John Lennon singing, which is beautiful.
Gotcha.
Thanks. What is your favorite food?
Well, I would say I like a lot of rice, beans, vegetables, and I like lasagna as well. So
Yeah,
Good
lasagna.
choice.
You're gonna enjoy your trip to
Lasagna.
Italy then.
Yeah.
vegetable.
Oh, wow.
It's good there. Who is your current favorite handpan artist, if you had to pick one?
Wow, this is something that it's hard to tell, right? Because
Just right now,
tough.
you've been
It's
listening
tough.
to
Right, like 1, 2, 3.
that name.
I will not say that. Because I like there is this thing which I like very much of some of them, so I don't see how to bring someone in front of some aspects of other. There is a bunch of them, so yeah.
All right, what was
Okay.
who was
Diplomatic.
the last one you listened to?
Yeah, the
last
current
one,
one you like.
The current
Yeah.
one that you're listening to.
Probably Mano de Lago, which I like to hear a lot, the recordings.
And who can help you to realize your dream collab?
That's right.
Any hobbies outside of music? 3 hobbies, 3 things you like to do outside of music, Handpan.
Okay, trekking, like going to the nature, walking, gym, and practicing meditation, which I can put like with in an extra activity, not a hobby, but this kind.
Excellent.
Those are good ones. Yeah, those are good ones. What is the one song that when you listen to it makes you happy every time? Like a song comes on and it puts you in a good mood every time.
Well, actually, when I listening to music, there is many sensations that we feel, right? If I would say about handpan music, I don't know.
Just a song you're happy when you listen to.
Could be handpan or not.
Okay, when I listening to Daft Punk,
There you go.
Happy.
There you go.
Excellent. Okay, imagine I come to you with $1 million. What is the first thing you would buy?
What I would buy? A house, maybe.
Yeah. Smart,
Safe
wise,
bet, yeah.
safe.
There you go.
Okay, nothing fancy,
Nothing
nothing
crazy.
like, that was not
Functional.
crazy.
Yeah, functional.
Functional, okay,
Yeah.
functional, diplomatic, yeah.
After that, a lot of handpans
That's right.
and
But,
sound equipment.
Yeah, the sound equipment,
Equipment.
that would be most of the $1 million right there, I think.
Yeah.
All the recording stuff.
Me too.
But bro, thank you for playing our little game.
Yeah.
One last thing before we let you out of here. You were actually nominated. You're the group you were with was nominated for a Grammy Award. That's a big deal. Like, what did that feel like for you to be recognized by all those people?
Well, so this was like a big adventure in life that I would say was something that I'm more than proud, and I recognize this as like a very, very big thing in the artist's career. So, and I'm more than honored to be with people that I love very much, which is my brother, Dudu Maia, and Anat Cohen. So this project, which is Anat Cohen and Trio Brasileiro, it was always like building with a lot of joy, making music together, like exploring as well, like our music doesn't matter if we are following a specific type of music like choro, where we came from. But the album that was nominated, it was exactly the first one that we explore like as much as we could, like world music. So there is 2 tracks of handpan in the album. One it calls flamenco, which follows like a rumba pattern, and the other one it's a kind of oriental melody. And so this is something that it was like a
it's big,
amazing for me as a handpan player, because on this album specifically there was 2 tracks of mine. So this is something that I'm very thankful, and so let's try to get another one in the future, right?
We wish that to you. Thanks for bringing all these skills, experience in the handpan community, world, and music, for putting all that together. It's really fresh, it's really creative, it's really inspiring, and we're so happy to benefit. Can I say that, Dan? Correct my English. To benefit from all that. Thanks a lot. It's really inspiring.
Yeah, man. Always.
Oh, man. Oh, David, Dan, thank you so much for like invite me to join. I have spoken a lot about me. I wondering
that was the goal.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah. If you want to hear,
goal.
If you want to hear about us, you have to start your own podcast.
Right. That's
and invite
true.
us.
So, and thank you very much for having me. I'm sorry,
man.
there is a few things that I'm not good at all, like the game.
You're good. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You were great. No, you were great, man. But I know we were talking about who we wanted to have on, especially early. We both were kind of like immediately we're like we have to have
need
Alex.
this guy.
Yeah, we have to have Alex on.
Yep.
That's this first.
Cool, guys.
Thanks a lot.
All right, man. It's good to see you.
Oh, we keep
All
it
right,
tight.
Take it easy,
I was
man.
about to say enjoy your day. No, enjoy your night.
Enjoy my afternoon. Yeah, no,
That's
there's
it,
a lot.
afternoon.
Yeah, let's go.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao,
Bye.
guys.